Hey guys, so today I wanted to talk a little bit about depression, how it is caused for myself and how I am feeling while I am depressed and what I kind of try to do to get out of the depression. So first off is what sets me off into depression. So usually what will put me in a depressed mood would be some kind of something bad happens to me. I am asked a hard question that makes me then later think about like how I actually feel about it. What else? When I watched Braveheart, after that I was feeling really depressed about how evil and just like violent people can be just so that they can have others do what they want them to do or give them what they want to have, like the territorialness and just the violence. It just doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, so these are kinds of things that make me sad, and when I feel sad I have a lot of feelings and emotions that are mostly in my heart and my head area, sometimes in my stomach, but mostly in my upper chest and my head. These are the places where I usually feel the most when I am sad, while I'm crying, and just my whole body is vibrating, but especially on the top when I'm sad. And then after that I am drained, like emotionally drained and mentally drained, and the cheery, chipperal optimist me says, it'll be alright, just don't worry about it. Don't hurt yourself thinking about this, like just get over it, it'll be fine. And then what do? I'm worried about it, and then it spirals into worrying about everything, and then I'm just contemplating where I am in my life. Do I even like what I'm doing? Like, can I keep putting up with what I'm doing? Like, what am I gaining by what I'm doing? So just all these different thoughts about my life. Sometimes it's broader. My depression can be broader. It can be the state of the world. I'm just like, the world is unfixable. The world's just full of terrible things and there's no way to make it better. It's just terrible and we're stuck here. And those are the two most common types of depression I have, either really personal or really larger than life. And so also when I get depressed, I get anxious, and my version of anxiety is mostly like end of the world apocalyptic type stuff. Like as soon as I say the words, then I also fear that it just means that it's gonna happen like right now, like right this instant. I'm actually kind of worried. So I fear like zombies. I fear most a plane crashing in through the window just like right now. Like whenever I hear a plane fly overhead while I'm depressed, it sounds super loud and I feel like it's coming down. Can't you tell how loud it is? Like it's gonna crash on us. So that's kind of how my depression works. And then how do I get out of my depression? Sometimes it's not as easy as other times. It just really depends on myself. How I'm eating kind of has an effect, and how much I'm walking, how much physical activity I'm having, how much I'm drinking. These kind of things really do affect how I feel, especially if I'm doing things wrong or that aren't normal for me. Like when I change my schedule, that can tend to cause it. This whole like, did I make the right decision anxiety. But how I get out of it is by forcing myself to do things, forcing myself to plan out my time, forcing myself to just sit down, even if I'm just looking at the screen, trying to do whatever it is I want to do, like whether it's writing or drawing or music. Also, what I have found helps me is to make a playlist. Looking through the music really helps me to slow down and just appreciate what I'm listening to and try to find music that makes me feel a certain type of emotion. And usually a lot of those songs are clumped together. Like Spotify is really a great app. It really helps you find good music, and it's like, it's different than having iPad, like, you know, it's different than that. You can listen to anything even if you don't own the physical CD or you don't buy the physical track. Like, you're paying a monthly fee to listen to any song you want without commercials, and you can put it in any order that you want, and you can skip as many times as you want if a song comes on that you don't like, and you can create your own playlist so you can listen to other playlists. Anyway, that was just kind of like, everybody has Spotify. Anyway, so that's kind of how depression affects me, and I don't want anyone to think that the things that work for me are definitely going to work for them. I would implore you to try them and to try other things to try to find the thing that's right for you. I think the most important thing for anybody to do is figure out what works for them, and sometimes the only way you can do it is by trial and error. You can research all you want, but you're not going to know until you actually start doing it. So whatever it is you need to do to make yourself feel better, just do it. And that's making it sound a lot more simple than it is, and I know it's not that simple, but I do care about you, and I care, even though I've never met you, like, I want you to feel good and to feel safe and to feel like you are loved, because you are loved. You're at least loved by me. Even if we've never met in person, just know that if you're listening to this, you are loved, and I am thinking about you. Anyway, I will stop talking your ears off. If you want to comment anything down below, feel free, whether you want to talk about your own experience with depression, if you want to write a little story, if you just want to say anything, if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye-bye.